Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a pretty chill video where I'm going to be going over the loadouts that I use to farm for materials that I use in all my videos and stuff like that. Because if you don't know me, hi, I'm Stockings, and I make a lot of constructor videos and defensive building videos, right? And of course, all that requires materials and ingredients to make traps and all that stuff. So, and even to get guns and stuff is really helpful too. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. I'll be showcasing two ways that I get materials and stuff. And yeah, before I continue on, big shout out to anyone using my supported creator code. It really means a lot. Code Stockings. It'll be in the description below, and it's also the same as my channel name. So if you want to support me in the item shop, it really means the world to me. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out for Fortnite right now, and if you guys can support me by using my code in the shop, that will be fantastic. And also, if you want, you can join my Discord server as well. It'll be in the link in the description below as well. So yeah, let's get into the video. This first loadout here is just like a generic farming build, and disclaimer is that if you are seeing this, right, and you're like a brand new player and you just got into Save the World like today or whatever, I'm really sorry because you missed out on pretty much everything. All these heroes here are event heroes, and literally 5 out of 6 of these heroes were in the Blasted Badlands Venture season, right? They were either in the item shop or through quest lines. And Clip actually is in the Fortnite season right now, but her quest it was limited time. She was here for like a month, and now it's gone until next year. So if you just started getting into Save the World today, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait till like June, July of the next year to actually get all these heroes, and then wait till October to get Clip or September to get Clip. So yeah. But anyways, here's the loadout. Really standard loadout. False Southie in the lead. What he does, whenever our shield is depleted, we get 12 energy per second. And that's fantastic because every Outlander has anti-material charge, which costs 45 energy. I have a perk here which lowers the energy cost, which I'll get into later. But yeah, he gives us a bunch of energy regen, really awesome hero in the lead. But to actually deplete our shields, we use Blast from the Past. Blast from the Past, I'm pretty sure you get from getting any Dino hero. Like it could be like a Rex Jonesy or Iza or something like that, and you should get Blast from the Past. And it gets rid of all of our shield and triples our HP. Super helpful team perk. And then we have Iza here and Parasaur Jess. The Prehistoric Iza and Parasaur Jess. They're just here for making us survive. When we're farming, we're not really playing to kill anything. We're playing to survive. The only thing you're actually going to be looking to kill with this loadout is maybe like a Storm Chest if you come across it. But it should be fine. If you're high level, you should have like a Xenon Bow or any solid gun. That's just good to help clear Storm Chest really easily and stuff like that. So yeah, Iza gives us armor. She reduces the amount of damage that we take by around 25% with her in the support. And the Jess gives us healing whenever we use an ability. Because we are playing an Outlander, we're going to be phase shifting a lot. So every phase shift that we do heals us. And then Clip here is one of the other best farmer heroes in the game. She just gives us a chance to get more ingredients every time we hit something with our anti-material charge. So we're going to be punching stuff, right? And occasionally, or 1 in every 3 punches, we're going to be getting more ingredients from that thing that we punch, whether it's a rock or a tree or a car or whatever. So yeah, she's really awesome. She gives a 100% chance to get more in the commander, right? So obviously you might want to include her in commander. She's like the second best option next to Southie. But her downtime is a lot more impactful than Southie. I have Southie in the commander because I like his tempo more, and he's also better for farming like just raw materials like metal, brick, and wood. And I just like how his tempo it feels better for me. So yeah, Clip is I really only use Clip if I'm like tryharding, like clearing like an entire zone of like everything that's possible there. Like if I go into a desert and I want to clear every single rock and get the most amount of powder, then sure, I'll go Clip. But for generally, Southeast just seems like a better option because of his tempo and how fast he gets energy back. And then Archaeologist is also a super important hero too. She just makes our anti-material charge require less energy to use. Normally it's 45, but with her in the support, it's 35. Really good hero. She just makes it cost cheaper. And last but not least, here we have Eternal Wanderer. She actually is a new hero that came out like a few months ago, and I actually like her a lot. She just doubles our stamina, and that is such a convenient perk, genuinely, because normally you probably want like but before you probably have like Flash AC to get cooldown reduction on your phase shift, or something like a Recon Scout Eagle Eye to give you a speed boost after you phase shift, right? Or even Phase Scout Jess to give you an extra phase shift charge. But like honestly, the way how I've been playing farming is just Sprinting is so good. Whenever I'm down on phase shifts, I just sprint to the area and phase shift and have my Baron equipped, and it's so convenient, guys. You can just keep punching and sprinting, punching and sprinting. It's super fun. And then for the gadgets, you got Adrenaline Rush and the Hover Turret. Adrenaline Rush just to heal us in case we do get low, and the turret to help us against storm chests or encampments if we come across them, or even against the disc launcher activity that we can do. But yeah, that's the loadout. And for this video, I'm gonna be showing how to get mechanical parts. So I'll be going into this high level city. The way how this goes, depending on like what power level of zone you are in, you're gonna get a chance to get materials. And in Stonewood, for example, if you're here in like the level 5, level 9, level 15s, or even like the level 5 and 9 zones, you're pretty much only gonna get like the basic rusty mechanical parts, right? But once you start getting to like the 15 and the 19 areas in Stonewood, then you're gonna have a higher chance of seeing stuff like simple mechanical parts, which is just the second tier of mechanical parts to make 2-star stuff. And then once you get to Plankerton, pretty much most of the stuff you're going to be finding is 2-star, right? Like, a 2-star powder, 2-star mechanical part, 2-star twine. But then once you start getting to like the 40 and the 46 areas in Plankerton, or like the 34, 40 areas in Plankerton, then you're going to be probably finding some sturdy mechanical parts or some fine grain mineral powder, which looks like green and stuff. And that's just 3-star materials. And Canny Valley, same story. Most of it you're going to find 3-star stuff, but once you start getting to like over here in the 64 and the 70 areas, you're going to be finding 4-star stuff, which includes stuff like Shadow Shard as well, and Obsidian. And of course, once you make it to Twine Peaks, all this stuff here in the beginning is going to be mostly 4-star, if not all of it's going to be 4-star, like Shadow Shard, Obsidian, Char Black Mineral Powder, what's the name of the tier 4 mechanical parts? Sleek mechanical parts and all that stuff. But then I believe once you start hitting the 94 and the 100 zones, especially the 100 zones, that's when you're going to start seeing like your Sunbeam, your Bright Core, your efficient mechanical parts, your oxidized mineral powder, your carved twine. That's when you start seeing all that stuff. And it actually scales, the deeper you go into Twine Peaks, it actually scales all the way up here to the 140 areas and the 160 areas, where you will be getting more 5-star stuff. So you'll be getting, like, when I go into the zone and I show you guys how I do it in like a certain time frame, I'm going to be getting mostly efficient mechanical parts because I'm in such a high level zone. There is no city that's a 140 zone, so or a 160. So the best city that we got here is a 132 in Twine. And the fact that it's Deliver the Bomb is perfect because Deliver the Bomb is a mission type that doesn't really require any it doesn't require a certain time frame, so I can be here as long as I want to and just farm everything if I really wanted to. So yeah. I'll be hopping to the mission, and I'll be back when I'm ready. But one thing as well is make sure that you have no fill right here, a team fill. Make sure that when you are farming, you go no fill, because if you go fill, right, then if no one's there, then what's gonna happen is that you're gonna create a new lobby that's able to be joined by people and stuff, and then people that are doing play with others, they can have a chance of actually going into this mission, right? And because it's a 4-player, right, and you're bringing a loadout that is completely unequipped to do damage, this is entirely a selfish, greedy farming loadout, and that's what it's created for, right? Then it's probably not going to be a fun time for you or your teammates if they join in on you doing a 4-player mission, or in a 4-player mission lobby, and you have a farming loadout. So yeah, make sure that you do have no fill before you go in, and yeah, I'll be back when I'm ready. Alright, so I'm in the mission, and yeah, so this is just what I do. I'm actually going to time myself for 10 minutes. Let me get my stopwatch real quick, or a timer actually, that works better. Yeah, so I consider like a nice quick farming session around like 10 or 15 minutes, and we should be able to get a lot of mechanical parts for this loadout. For reference, I have currently 1,723 mechanical parts, so I'm also going to write that down for our testing here. Yeah, so let me just write this down. 1723. And perfect. So yeah, so there's a chicken here that I'm just going to smite off the face of the earth. And yeah, so I'll start this timer right now, and I'll reset right now. Okay, cool. So basically what you do is just going to keep punching, keep trucking through. One punch, just immediately breaks the car, of course. So yeah, you see I'm sprinting to the next area. I'm not even phase shifting, I'm just sprinting there, but we're already getting some mechanic parts. You guys see it. And this is just going to be 10 minutes of me just talking, I guess, and trying to make this as entertaining as possible. But this is literally just like what the entire thing is. It's just a bunch of running around, punching, setting up a nice route for you to go through. And then even when your phase shift is, or when your energy is recharging, you can just, hit it with your pickaxe, and if you can hit the weak spots, it should be good. You can even just punch through walls and stuff if you want to. I actually got a pretty unlucky spawn actually with how this city is laid out. But okay, yeah. But once you get to the actually main streets of the city, you're gonna see all the cars and stuff, and also these parking meters right here. These parking meters right here, they also get mechanical parts, and they also give nuts and bolts. So you can also line up your anti-material charge as well to get more mechanical parts and nuts and bolts with one punch. So yep, just gonna be hitting this, and then we can hit the parking meter as well, and punch this car at the same time. You can hit this vehicle over here as well. And patience over here, and yeah, so parking meter with the card, we can line it up, you get nuts and bolts, punch that as well, and then we got the mailboxes also give mechanical parts and nuts and bolts, so keep that in mind. And they also give batteries too. Batteries are really important as well for making energy cells and all that stuff. And also one thing that I want to mention too is also the glowing animals. Glowing animals you probably see them all the time in your lobbies, like the crows and the wolves and the boars, or the raptors that glow or whatever, or the chickens sometimes as well. They also give really good resources. If they're epic or legendary, like if they glow purple or yellow, then that means that it's a good one, and you should kill it with just any weapon that you got. Affliction weapons are pretty good. My Xenon bow usually one-shots them as well, and if it didn't one-shot them, then the affliction will take care of them. Or at least the crows, the raptors and the boars have a bit more health, so it might take a little bit longer to kill them. But the other ones are pretty easy to kill and stuff, so if I see one, I'll make note of it. But yeah, the reason why I want to kill them is because they do give a lot of resources when you kill them. They give stuff like, right here, perfect. So look, I'm gonna kill it right here, right? And look, it drops a sunbeam gun, and then it drops adhesive resin and ammo, and then that sunbeam gun that I got here, it's full durability. I just recycle it right there, and I get oxy, sunbeam, and planks, which is crazy. That was actually bad to do it because I do want to showcase how many mechanical parts I can get in 10 minutes, but I'm just talking and making the most out of it. But yeah, so we're just going to keep punching the cars. And well, back to the glowing animals for a minute, is that the glowing animals can also give stuff like coal, which is so important, guys. Coal is a really valuable resource. If you're a new player watching this and you are hearing me talk right now, coal is a super important resource that you literally see from day one of Stonewood. Do not underestimate coal, because that is used to make explosive weapon rockets. Well, yeah, just to make explosive weapons and rockets. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to miss out on coal, because coal is going to be something that you're going to be churning through when you reach the high level zones, because the explosive weapons are simply just some of the best in the game, if not the best in the game, right? So keep that in mind. And yeah, we already cleared this entire street of cars. You see how fast like Southie just goes? He just keeps trucking through all of them. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, we see a parking meter. We can punch it as well. And the reason why it's also good to punch them is because it has a chance to activate clip. Clip has a chance to give double, or not even double, just additional resources for every time you actually anti-material charge. So ideally, you want to keep punching stuff as well, as much as you can. But if you can't, and if you still want to pickaxe something to just increase your efficiency instead of just waiting for one punch to charge up, then that's totally fine. Like so. So yeah, and then we just sprint here, do this, and yeah. So I'll wait up my energy to recharge a little bit, and then just keep punching. The generators here also give mechanical parts and nuts and bolts as well. And even like these rusty cars, like the buses here, can also give that as well. I'm pretty sure these construction vehicles, yeah, like right there, just gave me mechanical parts. So yeah, we're just gonna face shift over here, line up the mailbox, parking meter, and card. We got so much stuff like that. Huge. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff, which is pretty nice. My timer says that we got around like 5.5 minutes left, so should be pretty chill. Stuff. So we're gonna be punching and punching. And this is pretty much how I farm, guys. You can also have music in the background or listen to a podcast, right? Or even one of my videos if you want to. Wink, wink. Really chill, really casual. I actually already did a video on farming, but I'm just remaking it and stuff. And oh yeah, okay, are there not any cars left? That's crazy. There's not any cars left. Okay, yeah. So these garages can also have cars in them as well. So. Oh my god, this is such a okay, guys. This is like the most horrible route I've ever like taken in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Usually I see a lot more cars, and I get a lot more luck. But I guess the way how the zone spawned or generated was just complete utter garbage for the most part. But regardless, we're still getting quite a bit of efficient and even some sleek that I've been getting as well. I didn't keep a track of how much sleek I had before because I'm mostly just tracking efficient because I am a high level player. So I really only care about efficient because I have plenty of sleek already, and I don't go through my sleek as much as I go through my efficient. Yeah, so more cars. The vending machines here also get mechanical parts as well. The lockers I'm pretty sure don't, but I think they give nuts and bolts. But from what I have experienced, the lockers don't really give mechanical parts. Uh, but stuff like the ATMs I think also get mechanical parts, or even yeah like the vending machines here, like I was saying before. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy that there's not really enough mechanical parts. I usually there'd be a lot more cars that spawn, but yeah, the way how this city generated was just complete garbage. Or yeah, I don't know. So we still got like 3.5 minutes on my timer left, and I'm just at a loss for words. I don't know what to farm right now. I wanted to showcase mechanical parts. Okay, but we got more. Okay, yeah, we got some more cars over here. Like so. We got a wolf here, but it's not a glowing wolf, so no need to kill it. But yeah, luckily we got more mechanical parts to get over here. But like, you guys see how fast Southie is? Like, I'm literally just punching them like as I go along. I could even chuck in like a little phase shift in there if I really want to. And yeah, just keep punching everything. Really, really chill, really casual. And then if you want, actual metal, then you can do that. And yeah, I mean, like, you can also go on the hoverboard if you want to. But is that really it for all the cars? There's no way. Usually there's a lot more cars in these zones. But I guess I just got unlucky with the spawn. Huh. Interesting. I guess what I can showcase is just farming. Or I guess what I can do right now is actually just, get try and find a storm chest. Which actually, I don't think they even spawn on Deliver the Bomb 4 players. But if you're doing this in, like, a regular zone, then you can also look for storm chests. I guess I'll just go farming a bunch of oxy and twine right now from these things and stuff. But I mean, honestly, okay. Well, I'll stop my timer actually because we pretty much farmed all of the cars and stuff that was possible here. So let's see how many mechanic parts I got. 1829. So we got 1829. So that's around like a little over 100, like 106. Oh wait, no, we got more stuff over here. So let me punch these as well. Some parking meters. Like so, and anything else that I could find. So basically, if you're only hunting mechanical parts, what you're probably gonna do right now, when you completely zone out or clear out the entire area of like parking meters and cars and ATMs or whatever, then just leave the mission, because when you leave the mission, you keep all the ingredients that you farmed and all the materials that you farmed, right? But and like you have no intention of actually doing the mission, right? So you're just gonna leave and then just come back into the same zone again and do the exact same process again and stuff. But yeah, we got 1829 mechanical parts. Yeah, so that's like 106 more mechanical parts that I got, and that was a bad spawn, guys. That was actually a really bad spawn that we got, because usually there's a lot more cars and stuff that spawn here. But hey, so be it. We did that in like 8 minutes, right? Less than 8 minutes. So set like 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. We cleared all the cars and stuff. But yeah, that's how one way to do it. And I'm actually gonna go back and show you guys a different way how I like to get resources with a different loadout. Alright, so for the next loadout that I got here for farming is actually a Cyberclops loadout based around T.E.D.D.Y. And I have Cyberclops here because T.E.D.D.Y is actually, okay, well first of all, talk about T.E.D.D.Y. T.E.D.D.Y is actually really good for encampments. In lower level zones and in mid level zones, he's actually really good. Like, T.E.D.D.Y is actually a really good thing to play with, right, in those zones. But he actually falls off a bit more when you get higher into Twine Peaks. However, something big happened in the game recently, and that was the addition of Madcap. And Madcap actually makes T.E.D.D.Y viable in these high level zones, in these 132s, in these 140s, even 144 players. You can actually run T.E.D.D.Y, and it's like not even troll in my opinion. I'm being honest, like genuinely. And because Madcap just gave so much damage, extra damage with the Affliction Clouds, that he actually made T.E.D.D.Y good, in my opinion. So that's why we're using a T.E.D.D.Y loadout to clear the encampments. You can also run like an ability spam loadout like Dragon Slash. That's a really fun loadout to do. Or just go to town with like your favorite melee build if you want to as well. That's also an option. But here we have T.E.D.D.Y, because T.E.D.D.Y is an ability. You don't have to spend anything to actually use the T.E.D.D.Y. It's just an ability that an outliner has. And Cyberclops T.E.D.D.Y here makes it deal energy damage, which is really important because you're probably going to be fighting a lot of elemental enemies when you go to these higher level zones. You're going to be fighting a lot of like nature, fire, and water enemies, right? And energy damage does 25% more damage against elementals than physical would. Physical damage, you do half damage against elementals, but with energy damage, you do 75% damage. So, you know, it's still a bit of a damage nerf against elementals, but it's the best that we got, you know. And I would gladly take a bigger number than a smaller number any day of the week, right? So. Yeah, and then Cyberclops' commander perk also here has a chance to zap nearby targets. So while Teddy's actually shooting stuff, the Plasma Arc perk will kick in, and it'll actually chain the damage onto nearby targets, which is really good. So if Teddy's laying into like a Husky or a Mist monster that spawns, then he has a chance to actually zap the nearby enemies. Happy Holidays, just to reduce our ability cooldowns. Teddy has a 30-second cooldown, which will be lower later. I'll get more into it later. So yeah, Happy Holidays just reduce our cooldown by a lot. And here we have the dynamic duo of Jilly Teacup and Madcap. Jilly Teacup can make Teddy malfunction, and then Teddy also crits all the time on new targets, which is really good. So critting all the time on new targets is just great. You know, that's just awesome, right? And then the malfunction, what it does, it makes Teddy find a new target during his malfunction, and that's great because Jilly's perk here makes Teddy crit against new targets. So while Teddy's malfunctioning, he's also getting more crowd clearing and more damage at the same time. But then that also goes hand in hand with Madcap perk here, Teddy Spores. Whenever Teddy finds a new target, he also applies Affliction Clouds that deal damage over 2 seconds. And the Affliction actually does a lot of damage because it scales to the power level of the zone that you're in. So not only is Teddy going to be doing energy damage, right, but he's also going to be critting on new targets, and on those new targets during his malfunction, he's going to be applying those clouds all the time, which is, it's great, guys, trust me, and you'll see it in game. And here we got Gumshoe. This, normally people put Trailblazer Quinn, but because I have Cyberclops, Gumshoe is just better, because Gumshoe increases damage of fragment abilities by 30%. And that includes Teddy and Shock Tower. Those are your charge fragment abilities. And a misconception is that Gumshoe actually needs a fragment to get her damage bonus. You don't. It's just a flat 30% increase to both Teddy and Shock Tower. Quinn, Trailblazer Quinn is just gives you 30% to Teddy. If I can find her real quick, right here, she just increases Teddy by 30%. But Gumshoe is both of them by 30% with no extra, caveat to it. She just buffs them both of them. And because we got Shock Tower, might as well give some love to Shock Tower too. And here we got Jingle Jess. She increases Teddy duration by 4 seconds, which is that's really important, by the way. That's actually really important because your uptime is also super important. And she is an exact reskin of this guy, Enforcer Grizzly, right here. He's the exact, or she's the exact same hero as this guy. He is base game. Jingle Jess, just an event hero. That's a reskin of Enforcer Grizzly. So if you don't have Jingle Jess but you have Grizzly, just use him instead. They're the exact same hero. And for last but not least, we got Fragmentary Jess, giving us charge fragments every 39 kills. 39 sounds like a lot, but in these high level zones, it's really easy to do because you're going to get a lot of husk spawning from these encampments. So don't worry about it. And for our gadgets, we got Adrenaline Rush and Turret. Adrenaline Rush so that we can stay healthy, and the Turret so that we can do some extra damage to clear the encampments faster. And yeah, one thing I want to talk about too is the Teddy uptime. Teddy normally has a 15-second, a 36-second cooldown with Happy Holidays, right? But then lasts 15 seconds. But then with Jingle Jess, she makes it so that Teddy lasts 19 seconds, right? So we're going to do 36 minus 19. I believe that should be around 17, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 17-second cooldown. But then the charge fragment, what it does, it actually reduces the cooldown by an additional 10 seconds, right? So whenever we actually use a charge fragment on Teddy, it's going to go from 36 to 26. And then he's going to have a 7-second downtime, which is really good. A hero that I see people use as well is Old Glory AC, right here. This guy right here, Old Glory AC, because he also reduces the cooldown by an additional 10% whenever you spend a charge fragment. I don't really like him because all these heroes are pretty essential so that Teddy can actually do damage, and Jess gives us the fragments that we need to get the 10 seconds off already on Teddy, and then all these other heroes just make it so that we have uptime and just all the damage that we need. So yeah, that was a lot of talking. I'm gonna go straight into the mission and show you guys how I clear these encampments. one quick thing as well is that when you are doing encampment missions, I actually do recommend doing the fill option. Like before, how I said no fill with just farming with an outlander, but in encampments, I actually do recommend going on fill because then other players can join in on you and clear the encampments faster with you, and you're also gonna get the stat bonuses by other people joining your lobby. So in my opinion, and then like right now, if I click there, we got no matches available right now. However, there's a good chance that someone that's doing play with others, or maybe someone else that wants to do the encampment missions, they just select the mission and they're doing fill, that they can have a chance to join, and you don't lose any loot actually. You don't lose any loot, so it should be completely fine. Um, as long as you kill one husk that was part of the encampment, then you should get all the bonuses or all the rewards for actually destroying the encampment. So yeah, the only thing that's gonna matter is storm chests, right? Like if someone does a storm chest without you, then of course you're gonna miss out on it. But if you can tell your random teammates, or if you're doing this with someone else, then you can all corral yourselves to the storm chest and do it together and stuff. So yeah. But anyways, I'll hop into the mission right now and show you guys how I do this. Alright, so, glowing animal. Okay, wait, I was about to talk, but then glowing animal. The glowing animals, okay guys, my aim sucks, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, so when you do the encampment missions, you're going to be wanting to find those giant beams of light that are in the sky. And when you go over to them, that's when the encampment spawns. And, yeah, so, I just normally go in with the hoverboard. It's just the fastest way of actually getting to the encampment and stuff. So yeah, here's the encampment, and see the encampment here is a brick one, so we're going to be getting some actual brick, and then we're also going to be getting mineral powder and rough ore. So here, I just put the T.E.D.D.Y down right here, and then you can also put the shock tower down as well. And just like that, the encampment should just get completely obliterated. And yeah, it's done, right? Just like that. And see, someone actually joined my lobby. Yeah, but see, okay, so we collect the rewards. You get oxidized mineral powder, rough ore, and some brick. I'm capped out on brick, right? So it's not going to matter. But yeah, someone else joined here, so I am going to get their stat bonuses too from T.E.D.D.Y. And stuff. And here on this next encampment was right here. We actually have to wait a little bit to get T.E.D.D.Y because we don't have a charge fragment. But yeah, we could just put the shock tower there, right, and lay into the mist monster, like so. And then because Cyberclops has seismic smash, we can also use that as well. And yeah, now we can put T.E.D.D.Y down. We got a charge fragment, so T.E.D.D.Y should be able just to help clear out the rest of all this, all these husks. Yeah, really good damage by T.E.D.D.Y. And here's wave 2 of the encampment. T.E.D.D.Y should last for another like 7 or so seconds right now, so we can just put a shock tower right here and lay into these guys with our actual gun, and perfect. A little bit more damage that we gotta do, and like so, and yeah, that should be the encampment done. Kill this last guy. Make sure that you collect charge fragments too, and yeah, perfect. Alright, another encampment, and it's actually for quartz, so or crystals rather, and this guy's actually running a minigun build, which is also a really good loadout to do encampments with. But here we got T.E.D.D.Y, so the T.E.D.D.Y plus the minigun, just complete encampment annihilation. We can even I can just chill here and watch T.E.D.D.Y and this guy completely go crazy with the stuff. The bigger targets like the mist monsters that spawn, like the takers and the blasters, you do got to take care of those guys, obviously, because they just have a lot of health. And yeah, one thing I want to mention too is when using Cyberclops, okay, right here we got Sunbeam and Quartz for doing that encampment. But yeah, when using Cyberclops, I do also recommend using an energy weapon, like a gun that does energy damage, like your Xenon bow, or like an energy, or like my ground pounder carries energy, right? Because that actually does activate Cyberclops' perk as well with the plasma arc. And here we got a lot of clutter, so I'm just gonna actually put my turret there and T.E.D.D.Y, and we'll use a shock tower as well to get some more crowd clearing as well. And yeah, this is a 140 elemental encampment with a bunch of huskies, and we're doing pretty good actually with this other guy on my squad. And then this is why I love the Xenon bow versus the right huskies, because you can just shoot the Xenon bow through them and stuff. So yeah, another encampment right here. Put all the stuff down. I'll put the shock tower down as well, like this, and then you can actually seismic smash the right huskies, and that should be enough impact for them to drop their shield, like this. And yeah, T.E.D.D.Y's clearing out all these husks. Help our guy out over here, and seismic smash these guys. And this should be the encampment. Yeah, that was the encampment. Perfect. Alright, this is probably the last encampment that I'll showcase, right? Because you guys probably already get the gist of it. But yeah, so this is actually a large encampment. This is the 5th encampment of the certain encampments. The 5th encampment is a large encampment, and it'll have 3 waves. So the ones that we did in the beginning, it had 1 wave, and then the other 3 will have 2 waves, right? But this one should have 3 waves, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we're going to have a lot more husks spawning. And yeah, this is why the Xenon bow is great. The Xenon bow can just pierce through all this stuff. And because Cyberclops is perk, we can also just not only are we piercing through the enemies, right, but we're also getting our plasma arc perk activated. And then when Teddy's is back up again, we just put it down, and this should be the third wave. And then also you have anti-material charge, right? So you can just actually just punch stuff while you're just doing the encampments as well, which is so convenient. So yeah, we're just gonna putting another shock tower down. Our minigun guy is going crazy, and Teddy kills that thing. And we just Xenombo this, and yeah, perfect, just like that. But yeah, this is just like a really good way to farm resources. I would showcase all the other super encampments, but the video's already getting kind of long. Actually, you know what? I'll actually do one more. Oh yeah, I'll do one super encampment because they're all pretty similar. So I will quickly go over here and show you guys a super encampment. A super encampment just it's just a bigger large encampment. That's just what it is. It's just a bigger large encampment. Let me make sure that I'm recording. Yeah, I am. So it's just a bigger large encampment. You're always gonna get 3 mist monsters spawning, a combination of takers and blasters, and then also just like just a really high density of regular husks, right? So yeah, we're gonna put it down, put a turret, put a shock tower while we're at it too, get to a decent enough spot where we're not completely cooked, and then just seismic smash all the stuff. And I'll stay adrenaline rush to make sure that I don't die. And yeah, that's wave 1 of the super encampment done. Our Teddy will be up for the next 3 or so seconds before it despawns. Yeah, right there. I completely lied. I guess I didn't clear all the husks. Can we start the thing already? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta watch out for those just like zappers that just take the longest way possible and stuff. So yeah. So I'm just gonna be sitting up here, but yeah, Xenombo just did so much damage with the crit there. Make sure that you just kill all these other things. Yeah, Teddy's going crazy, just spreading all the spores, all the energy damage. The minigun guy that we have is doing great too. And this should be the last wave of the super encampment. And this one gives ore. So when I collect the reward, it should give me stuff like bright core and obsidian when I collect it and stuff. So that's really good. If you're in like Plankerton, this should give you silver and stuff, or malachite depending on how high level in Plankerton you are. Yeah, we just cleared it up. So like I said, I'm just gonna collect the reward. Yeah, I got bright core. Look at that, 9 bright core for that. That's like that's pretty much like an entire rocket launcher almost. So yeah, that's it for me today, guys. That's just how I farm materials. I either do the boarding way by using an outlander, going to a city or a desert, depending on what I'm looking for and stuff. And then I also use this outlander build, this other outlander build for Teddy to make quick work with the encampments. And yeah, so that's it, guys. If you guys like what you see, please use my creator code in the shop, code STOCKINGS, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate all of you, and the channel's doing great, and I want to keep up the streak going. So yeah, that's it for me for now, guys. So yeah, make sure you take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.